And Paula went after this guy, and I say go after because that's part of the thing we do here. Yeah. We have good guys and bad guys, and this guy was posing as an attorney. You have some updates.
That's right. We've been investigating for months. Andrew Ragusin, he was arrested back in January.
Taking a lot of money.
Basically accused of pretending to be an attorney, bilking hundreds of thousands of dollars from now more than a dozen people, because now, more victims have come forward. So the Denver DA's office has just slapped Andrew Ragusin with another 20 felony counts.
I'm embarrassed. Someone could con. You see it in the movies.
He's a despicable man.
Andrew is very convincing.
These three people are talking for the first time about Andrew Ragusin. He's a Highlands Ranch man with dual citizenship in the U.S. and Italy. They thought he was an international attorney and hired him to settle overseas disputes.
The family has spent around $150,000 in legal fees to Andrew.
He took me for $39,000 plus.
Ragusin was arrested last month after our Fox 31 News investigation into similar complaints. We caught up with him as he was led into the courtroom in handcuffs.
Do you claim to be an attorney?
I cannot discuss this case at this point. I really can't. I am pleading not guilty, and that's really where I'm at this point.
The Colorado Supreme Court says Ragusin has been pretending to be a lawyer for years. The court actually ordered him to stop in 2005, but apparently he didn't.
It's clear that whatever is in Mr. Ragusin's personality, he's able to convince people, at least temporarily, that he is licensed to practice law when in fact he's not.
We first reported Ragusin last fall when a local travel agent accused him of defrauding her as well as his own church, the Cherry Hills Community Church, out of $185,000 in airline tickets.
She has a $185,000 check from your firm.
I will not comment on this matter.
Our story brought several more people forward, claiming Ragusin had defrauded them out of more than $300,000. The Denver DA's office had him arrested and charged with criminal impersonation and felony theft.
You don't feel like you can say anything to any of the people who say that you took their money?
At this point, I cannot.
So how could one person fool so many? The Colorado Supreme Court says Ragusin is one of the most sophisticated con men they've ever seen. He has an Italian accent, he actually went to law school, and apparently told convincing stories about protecting himself from the mafia in Italy.
I found out that other victims of Andrew got the identical stories that we did about having to have bodyguards. He charged us for these things when he went over there. When he supposedly went over there.
Mike Flannery, who paid Ragusin $40,000, retired from a long-time career in the car dealership business and thought he'd seen it all.
I'll tell you this, I've been around some Sharpies, but this Andrew put me to sleep. I mean, he was so sharp, I'm surprised he hadn't called me to bail him out.
Now, Ragusin will be back in court this afternoon facing these new charges. He is still in custody on the original charges and an original bond of $50,000, but now there's an additional $100,000 bond on him.